Yo, Floyd Freeweather.
Boyd Mayweather.
You know what? No comment. No comment. Matter of fact, I'm gonna do a separate podcast with Noop on that maybe later on tonight if you down.
No, because I'm going to be watching Raw.
Because you like it, what? Wow.
You heard, oh, ooh, baby, I like it, Raw. Yo, 50 guys on the track, yo.
What the heck?
Yo, did you see that picture I sent you earlier, yo?
Which one?
Hold on,
Or the Boyd Mayweather thing?
No,
New Game and
no,
Order.
no, no,
We're actually in on director's cut right now, just getting
no, no,
everything
no,
set
no.
up.
Before that, all right. So apparently you must have didn't see it. No problem. No problem. Hold up. You're gonna see this one. I couldn't believe that, yo. He's a tough guy. Look at your inbox.
Hold on. On
Wait.
Facebook?
Yep.
Oh my gosh. Hey. Oh.
Yo! Oh,
Why
wait a
his
minute.
stomach look like that? He looked like one of the aliens from freaking Metal Slug 3, yo. When they were fighting the aliens.
Call him Thug Meanie, yo. Wait a minute. Yo, why he mean mugging like that? Look at the gut.
Yeah.
Wow, that's terrible.
Wow, I am in disbelief. You know, that looked like a cover of a bootleg rap album.
They don't call him the locks, they call him the box, yo. Look, yo, he was never like that neither, yo. I can't believe that.
Alright, New Gaming Order, and geeking out audience. It's an inside joke thing. We're just getting everything set up, but you know, just having some fun with it. Wow, why you send me that?
That was Playboy that entered?
Oh, wait, who this?
Oh, mad people getting on.
What?
PJ.
Oh yeah, I invited him.
What?
Wait,
Oh,
what's NYC Gay Boy want? What? Unbelievable. Alright, so I'm gonna start this thing off in a second. Actually, we been on. Hey, talking about who could. Alright, so check it. I'll be right back, gentlemen. Alright, New Gaming Order. This is Alex Lexus, the New Jersey Juggernaut, hitting you with the head crush. Today, I got a couple of staff members with us. I got Shinwar, Project Justice, and Shinwar, Project Justice, and NYC Playboy. Gonna have some good content for you. I might do another segment with Buttmaster Gaming, actually Thumb Thrasher Gaming, but we're gonna get this intro started. What? You follow me?
Their mics aren't working.
They're not working. What the heck?
Look at the main Discord timeline. Look what they're typing.
Yeah, I see it. It's popping up on the chat. What the heck? Hold on. Wait, Playboy, I think, is on mute. That's what it is. He got his mic muted. Yo, what the heck? Alright, you know what? I'm gonna start this intro. Let's get it rolling. This is brought to you by Fullscreen.net. They are our partners. Check them out. Alrighty, we are opening the reactor. Gonna power up. Get this show all started. Intro is created by Michael Hurdle of michaelhurdle.com. Make sure you check him out for all your graphic design needs. What's going on, folks? Y'all seeing my ugly mug? Yeah, it's a rough cut today. It's what it is. I got staff members with us today. Gonna have an interesting topic to discuss, and I might be moving the podcast to Mondays. Please bear with me. I think that Mondays is a better day to knock these things out before Monday Night Raw and everything, and still keeping in tradition. Friday Night Fights was preempted for the Hong Kong tournament, so we were actually auto-hosting that. So with that being said, we are going to go. And Shinwar, if you want to meet me in the live stream channel, I will meet you there.
And I got here before you. What?
Wow, I had to click a button. Shut up. What? I hear myself
La
in the
la 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 la
background.
la 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 la.
What the heck is this? Alright, somebody gotta like mute us in the background before I get started.
It's Playboy. Got he right up on his speakers, yo.
Yeah, getting feedback. Yeah, I
We
can play.
back.
Wow, Maybach. Unbelievable.
No, can't hear you, PJ.
Yeah, but I mean, like, if you're having mic issues, you check your Discord settings, or maybe you could just join us via chat in the live stream.
We a rap.
Shut up. All right, so yeah, mic issues. Damn. All right. This was kind of impromptu, but like I think I'm locking in a day for the podcast. If for those who can participate, like I'll probably set up for Mondays and going forward. So let me do the quick welcome for those who are in the chat. All right, and I'm sending this link out, and also before I forget, at the end of the show, I'm actually going to be plugging a social media group for fighting games, so stay tuned for that. But let's get the intros in order. Hopefully these guys get their mics set up. But Shinwar of Geeking Out, he answered the call of duty. He's helping me out with this particular topic today. So Shinwar, info on your channel and what you've been doing today besides making me laugh today at work.
What? See, it is Monday, August 28th. Not much, just getting ready for Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite, following Dragon Ball Fighters. Make sure you guys check out my YouTube page, Shin is War. Got a lot of content up for you comic lovers, games, comics, games, toys, tech. The whole shebang.
Alright, so NYC Playboy and Project Justice, they're with us. They're trying to sort out some technical issues, but as soon as they're available, they will jump in on the topic. So let's get started. And Shinwar, if you remember some of that conversation that we had yesterday evening, I want to kind of resurface that and use that for today's topic, which, as you see here from Event Hubs, so Microsoft and Sony are discussing cross-platform play, according to the head of marketing at Xbox. Now, no promises, but there may be some light at the end of the tunnel. Alright, so here's my thing. We've been saying this when we had the formal podcast in the past, talking about this would really be a good thing for everybody, because one example is Dragon Ball Xenoverse 1 and 2. I remember we were doing a stream, me and Shenhua were playing together, and something happened where we had somebody in the chat actually tell us, oh yeah, what system are you playing on? We're on Xbox. Oh, I'm on PlayStation. We couldn't play together, and that sucks because oftentimes I don't want to buy Dragon Ball 2 and 3 times, or Street Fighter. I bought it on PlayStation 4 and on PC. But then again, that had crossplay. But the point being is, if you want to play with somebody else in a different ecosystem, you have to buy the game again, and you don't have transferable saves. Or if you have a character, you gotta rebuild them, or it was just crazy. But I just wanted to see what Shinwar's thoughts on that particular point, and then going further into some theories that we have as to why Microsoft is being so aggressive with this. So Shinwar, what are your thoughts on that particular incident where we had the one player wanted to play with us but couldn't because he's on the PlayStation?
Well, I mean, real gamers, they want to play the game regardless of what system, they're on. They have their preferred system. We're playing on, another completely different console. And it was a stinky situation where we couldn't play because they're on one console and we're on another. It's always been like that, but now with online gaming, it can get really bad. And so Microsoft is very aggressive in trying to make this happen, where you have the merging of two worlds, and Sony doesn't want to play.
Yeah. Now, with that being said, actually, I'm gonna fire shots at some of the fanboys that they're like, oh yeah, Sony doesn't need to do this. They're winning. They're winning. You know what? You guys are fucking idiots. You want to know why? Because at the end of the day, if we can play together, it makes the experience so much better. I'm trying not to go into rage juggernaut mode, but it's just I saw some comments on Event Hubs, and let me resource that right now because Shinwar, answer me this: if somebody on the leading selling platform doesn't want to play because they want their system to continue selling, but yet we lose out on playing with each other, does that make any sense whatsoever? Your thoughts?
I mean, that doesn't make sense, but at the end of the day, if, how can I say this? You have people who are brand loyalists, and they would rather see their console succeed, as opposed to having the community join in and we can all play.
Yeah.
It's almost like if this were to happen, if crossplay were to become a thing amongst both consoles, it's almost like, well, if this happens, they may feel like their organization per se is being tainted. Now these guys are coming over here, and it's like, dude, we just want to play. But let's say if it's Sony and PC, it's no problem.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
But then if it's Microsoft, or let's just throw in the Nintendo Switch or whatever, it's an issue. And then it shouldn't be.
Mm-hmm. Playboy, you with us?
Yes, I am.
Alright, finally. What about Project Justice? Oh, still having issues. Okay, we'll work it. But
just came in.
Oh wow, what the heck is it's like Go Voltron Force. Everybody's just coming to the forefront. Alright, that's what I'm talking about.
Hello. Check.
Hey, Chris, what's up?
Oh, okay. I wasn't sure if I was talking. Got a new headset.
Oh, awesome. Hey.
And I just got back from Costa Rica for business, so
nice.
Was it just for business, or were you doing some human trafficking?
Santo Domingo.
The language barrier made the trafficking a little more difficult.
Hey, he's gonna admit that on the stream. Let me stop. NewGamingOrder, welcome back on your knees. Maybe this day will work, but let me go through the list. We have NYC Playboy, On Your Knees, Project Justice was working on his mic, and Shinwar. Shinwar already just gave some of his statements on, some of the things with crossplay, but, just for the staff just joining us, Microsoft is aggressively seeking crossplay with Sony PSN users. Sony is still on the fence about it, but as reported by Event Hubs, it looks like hopefully we can get rid of this digital barrier. Like the example we're talking about, Xenoverse. Games like that, Call of Duty, like the multiplats, we should be able to play each other, not just on Rocket League.
Hey, there he is, PJ.
Alright, cool. So, now that we have everybody online, let me just, get some order. So, Playboy, what are your thoughts on this? Because if you're looking at the stream...
I think it's working.
Oh, yeah, it is working.
Oh, it works. Sorry, guys, I don't want to interrupt you guys, but go ahead. I just wanted to make sure.
Okay, I'm going to give everybody a chance to speak on it, but...
Yeah, I'm back.
Alright, hey, welcome back. Alright. So, Playboy, your thoughts on Sony being steadfast with this crossplay? I know we beat this topic like, a dead horse, but Microsoft is showing more recent activity and hyping this up. I don't know why this is. Later on in the show, Shinwar and I have a theory on why this might be, but, I just wanted to get your thoughts.
Well, guys, I haven't been gone for that long. I was in a sand pit, in the Middle East. So, but you know how I feel about this. You use guys and these damn poppy boxes and everything. I am still waiting for Microsoft to give you guys the privilege on Xbox to play with us. So I remember I'm still harping on the Windows 10, Xbox cross-platform, whatever.
Yeah, the UDP.
You know, yeah, all that. Blah blah. That has yet to come first. They need to fix that first, and then think about, oh, let me play with my poverty box neighbor over here and over there.
You know what? You on this poverty box thing?
Damn right, I'm on this poverty box thing because be quiet because you're not real gamers.
Wait. Who was? What?
Destiny 2 That's what I said. Yes.
Wait a minute. Wait.
Destiny 2 on PC. Let me tell you, Destiny 2 on PC, even though it's in a beta, running like butter on 4K with my 1080 Ti.
But hold up. The caveat on that, if you look at like what you're paying to get that quality, that's a whole different topic altogether. But the Xbox Scorpio One X, $500 versus a $1,200 machine, you can't really call it a poverty box when it's going to be able to do some of your output.
I'll call it that just because it doesn't really do 4K gaming.
Well, yeah, it's fake 4K. Fake 4K.
Say that again, Chris.
You know what? Playboy, just for that, just like Wheel of Fortune, you lost your turn. On your knees. On your knees. What are your thoughts on, like, you know, it looks like Sony might have softened up with this, and we might see some sort of crossplay between the PSN and Xbox Live. Thus, I mean, like I said, me and Shinwar got a big thing at the end of the show to talk about that. But if they do this, what do you think? I know we've revisited this so many times, but Microsoft is trying really hard now, more recently, for some reason. I don't know what that is, but your thoughts on it?
Well, I don't want to reiterate NYC's point, but if you want to play the same platform with everybody, just get on a damn PC. It's easier.
But you gotta understand. You gotta understand too, though. Like, it's some people just like the set top; they can plug it in and get started.
You can get pre-made PCs for pretty cheap these days, and it's not going to give you the 4K, but it'll give you something decent.
But look what happened with the Steam boxes and all that. You know, whatever that failed. And he put in poverty boxes and get off the chat. But okay, for the sake of time, I mean, if you agree with NYC J Boy, all right, that's cool. But
what? J Boy?
Yeah, you know, I gotta go into roasting mode. But Project Justice.
What the hell's J Boy though? I don't get that inside.
It's an inside joke.
I guess.
Shut up.
It's not some new hip urban lingo I'm not familiar with. Or is it just?
No, I don't even know what it is. I just made it up. But anyway, but Project Justice. What are your thoughts? I know you've seen it on Event Hubs, and you know, like, I got the article in the background, and I'm actually gonna make reference to some of the comments below. But do you think like this is actually gonna work if Sony finally, you know, stops being stubborn and be pro gamer, pro experience to allow this to happen?
Sony, I mean, everybody's a corporation, and their main goal is to make money. If this doesn't help their bottom line, they're not gonna agree to it. Right now, Microsoft is second place. They lost the power grasp they had on the industry with the 360, with the bullshit Xbox One, which I don't understand why any of you guys even have one. But I mean,
we always have one, guys.
I see where Microsoft is coming from, and it's a good idea for them in their position. But if the roles were reversed, I would see Microsoft saying no because Xbox Live is so good. I mean, my experience from Xbox Live compared to PCN, Street Fighter is way better on Xbox Live. PSN is terrible. It's a terrible service. Sony charges for it, and they give you free games to make up for it, but nothing's done. There's no service. It's not better. It's shitty. It's been shitty since PS3. It's shitty on PS4. It'll be shitty on PS5. So I mean, it's a good idea for us, the community, what we can have. But like you were mentioning before, it will stop people from double dipping, triple dipping.
Yeah,
and that's part of the industry because we have to use game side, and then you have people buying games like I double dip on Street Fighter. I have a PSN PlayStation version and a PC version. I end up playing more on PC because every time I get on PSN, I get reminded how shitty it is. So I get off and I go back on PC. It's a great idea for us. It'd be fantastic for Sony. Sony's blocking cross play on other games, individual titles, as it is. So I mean, I just don't see Sony agreeing to it personally.
Well, okay, and you know what? Microsoft is, being a victim of what they gave, because I know they were approached with this back in the day, but the reason for that, I know that they were trying to push gaming for Windows Live, so in order for, like, that, I mean, and obviously it failed, so in order for a PlayStation to use that, they would have had to have some sort of gaming for Windows Live platform on there, and then I don't see that happening. Now, for the Nintendo Switch and the crossplay with Minecraft, you have to log in to Xbox Live on some level in order for the two systems to communicate. Now, here's my thing. Would Sony even allow their system to tap into an Xbox server to allow people to play each other? With that, I'm asking that question to Shinwar. Do you think they would do it? And I'll go around the room.
Would Sony allow it?
Yeah, like, imagine if you're on your PlayStation 4, having to log in with an Xbox Live, like, name or profile in order to play somebody on Xbox.
Probably not. I mean, I will want them to, but they're probably not gonna do it.
Yeah, I think that at the end of the day, they need to just stop with the. Hold on, and the dog want to start doing that while I'm on the show. All right,
dog knows it.
Yeah, he got better for a while. He's a big boy now, but he sometimes knows when I'm trying to work.
Sorry, he knows.
Yeah. But all right, let me check out some of the comments in the chat. Oh, welcome Esia. He said he only bought a Xbox One because he's a collector. Hey, to all their own, But I mean, it is what it is. My thing is, like I said, Dragon Ball really drove it home for me. Where it's just like, damn, if I'm playing with doing Friday Night Fights and me and Shinwar are doing PQs, somebody on PlayStation should be able to join us. Like, there's no excuse for that, But we got some feedback in the background. But now, moving on to the segment that Shinwar and I were going to bring up.
Project Justice.
What? Oh, again, the feedback?
Yeah, I just muted it.
Oh, okay. Well, before let me not jump the gun. Now, a lot of people are saying that, Microsoft is only doing it because they're, like, dead last or whatnot. Hey, look at it like this. I don't even think it's about sales anymore. I think more about user base, and I think, like, that's why with the UDPs, and I'm getting bad feedback.
Project Justice.
Alright. So, just for the time being, I will do quick mute so I don't hear myself. But,
there you go.
Yeah, with that, I think it's now we're really trying to reshape the experience for online gaming. So if it's just like Xbox only plays in the Xbox side of the playground, Nintendo their side of the playground, it feels like some sort of gaming segregation. Now, I don't want to see that anymore. I think that we're in a time where everybody should be able to just have that universal digital playground. And if they really want to see like a console war, let the players have that console war. You know what I mean? Like Street Fighter Xbox guys versus Street Fighter PlayStation guys versus Street Fighter PC guys. I think that it will work better, and I think that you could do leagues that way. Like if you're doing like esports and like ESPN and trying to make gaming more accessible to people on different platforms. It just shouldn't matter what you play on. We should be able to play together. All right. So Playboy, without the poverty boxes, what are your thoughts on what I just said?
Well, okay. Can't that no more. Let's see. Well, I agree. There should be a medium, and to be honest with you, all three should come together because the largest growth in gaming now is unfortunately not in the PC gamer master race, but in the mobile space. They need to come together and make some rules of the road of how, hey, we can all play together. At the end of the day, it's all ones and zeros. So, and the internet is the internet. So it's agnostic. So they could come together in an agnostic field, like Dragon's Meat or something like that. Shout out to Game of Thrones. To parlay how they want to do this and move forward, because they are losing out on money, lots of money.
Okay. Now, this is my question I want to pose to everybody when we're going to go in order before we move into the next segment, and I'm going to read some of the comments from Event Hubs. But if you were the leader, or let me rephrase it. Let's say you were the liaison between Microsoft and Sony, right? And you're the mediator and you're trying to make this happen. Starting with Playboy and working our way down, how would you convince both companies to come to a middle ground? Playboy, how would you do it?
Just show them all the money that they could make, the profit margins. Show them how much money they could make.
Okay, how would you implement it if you had control? Aside from the money, like with infrastructure, policies.
I would create a middleman, like the Steam gaming platform or GOG gaming platform, where they they don't have control of the platform. Say, hey, we can all play in this playground right here. Here are some guidelines. We can all play together. The games are the same. With costumes, whatever, etc., DLC, so forth and so on. So there you go. That's how you would do it.
Okay.
And it will be simple to implement, but they would have to find this. There has to be a middleman out there, because you can't give power to any of the big three.
Yeah. Because they will try to sway it in their best interest. SCS said, responding to the chat, SCS said crossplay would be good, but not for first-person shooter games, because console players would get murdered by PC players. And I don't know about that. I don't know about that.
That's true. No lies.
Microsoft experimented with that. I forgot what game it was, but even the best ranked console players got destroyed by mediocre PC players.
Yeah, that's
because
true.
of keyboard and mouse, right?
Keyboard and mouse is king.
Yeah, but you can use it now.
But Sony doesn't allow it.
Playing Destiny 2.
Oh, okay.
With the keyboard and mouse, but still, even the inputs are much. It's better. I mean, it's all about your hardware, your input times, and it's don't believe the hype, because
okay.
Boxes get murdered.
This poverty box thing, like what the heck? All right,
you'll get murdered.
All right, so on your knees, same question. If you were the middle person between Microsoft and Sony, how would you convince them to make this happen, and how would you implement it to actually, execute?
Let me see. Well, during negotiations, I would get behind them and stab them in the kidneys, kill them, steal all their players, then I wouldn't have to negotiate anymore. That's what?
Wrong. First, that you're facing first-degree manslaughter and up to 35 years or better.
No, that's first-degree murder, son. That's not manslaughter.
Oh yeah. I gotta get it together.
Alex, I sent you a ping. All
right. Where, on Facebook or?
No, on
Discord. All right. Hold on. Because I gotta look at a bunch of stuff. All right. Nope, not muted, brother.
Project Justice is muted.
No. I took the mute off.
I put it back on.
I muted myself. I don't know. I have mute on my mic. I muted when I'm on.
Yeah. All right. So, on your knees. Okay. If stab him in the kidneys, is it gonna work? But yeah, go ahead.
No, but I don't think it's gonna work at all. I don't know. I haven't been really keeping up with the numbers to see how everything's doing, so you're gonna have to pass on me.
Okay. Project Justice, your thoughts? How, if you were the middle person between Microsoft and Sony, trying to convince them, one side or the other, to agree to this, how would you do it? What would be your pitch? And then, if they did agree to it, how would you implement the policies? Like, what would be like the left and right limits to making this happen?
Well, I think what a middleman would have to do, because they're thinking about that double and triple dipping, market.
Mm-hmm.
You would try and sell games as a bundle. If you have friends like you guys have Xbox One, I have PS4. So let's say COD 5, whatever COD comes out, you can buy a bundle at a lower price, so you can get 2 games instead of being $120. You can maybe get it for $90 or $100, and it comes in a bundle. The Xbox version, PS4 version, share with your friends.
Wow, that's a good. Okay, I didn't think about that.
Don't forget the PC version.
Well, yeah, PC in there too if they want PC. So I mean, they would need to do that if they want. Cause like that, you got people that could buy it normally, and then let's say a friend picks it up or whatever. Then we could buy he could buy the double dip version. You know what I'm saying? Like, and get and at least it probably will help with sales overall on third party games. I guess that's something I can think of.
Okay,
that would be my pitch.
Okay, now executing. How would you Okay, if Sony, you're on PlayStation and you're trying to log into a universal platform that Microsoft will have to, or something to join the networks together.
Unfortunately, the way everything's set up and servers are separated, everything has to be done through software. So it will be in game. The game itself. That's the reason why Street Fighter does it the way it does it. You have to create yourself a handle within the game itself, and then that handle can be used to invite other players regardless of server or service, Steam or PSN or Xbox Live. So it would have to be handled through the software.
Or the how can I say, the developers, maybe they have to make their independent servers and you have to log into that on top of your, let's say you have your PSN ID and Xbox Live, but then you make a profile for that game in order to play other players.
But I don't think they would do that, because it would just add overall to the cost.
And probably degrade the quality of Xbox Live, since it's vastly superior.
Yeah, unless you're EA, Ubisoft, I don't see a smaller dev team. A lot of these smaller teams really depend on PSN and Xbox to handle the online for them, because these things are just peer-to-peer with server just handling that. So I see, within that, for example, what's that game on PlayStation? Bloodborne? Yeah, Bloodborne. From Software doesn't do this the servers. Sony, it's on Sony servers and it works on Sony servers only. So From Software doesn't do anything, or they might patch it to work better with the software, with the server. But when it comes to server handling, it's on Sony side. Okay.
Well, Microsoft does a lot of that too. So yeah.
Same thing with Microsoft. Yes.
Okay. All right. Shenwar, my man, how would you be the middleman between Microsoft and Sony? What would be your pitch to get them to agree to this? And if you did convince them, what would be your execution plan for trying to get the two networks to talk to each other?
Well, I did like the idea that PJ said about the bundle game, but that is dependent upon the developers. With the exclusivity, it can no longer be exclusive anymore, these games.
Yeah.
For the most part, it would have to be, for all consoles, including PC. It would have to be for everybody, and not just what we have in this age where Street Fighter 5 is exclusive to PS4 and obviously PC, leaving Xbox out. So if somebody wanted to play Street Fighter 5, it would have to have come out, unless they already had a PS4 or a PC. It would have to come out on everything. On everything.
Yeah.
I would also say, Ubisoft has been doing the whole. What was it called? They had their own system.
Uplay.
Uplay. Yeah. So.
Crash.
It is.
It has for extra rewards or for anything, but. If we go back and look at Street Fighter 5, you have your PSN, and then in game, like PJ said, you would have to create your own profile. So the cost would be pretty crazy if each developer, did that. But companies like Ubisoft, they already have a thing set up where boom, you log in, and that's it. So I think there needs to be like a roaming profile somewhere.
Yeah.
You know, but I don't know.
All right.
That's actually a pretty good idea, a roaming profile.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah, because at some point, like, and you know what? I'm gonna give a big middle finger to Capcom for not doing a roaming profile for Street Fighter V, because that's why I don't play the PS4 version, because I'm not buying that DLC again. I'm not gonna grind to unlock stuff. You should have had one profile for everything, and we said this on the past podcast. They need to get their crap together, you know. But here's my thing too. You know, all good points, everybody. But I think that PSN stands to gain a lot from this in terms of quality. They probably can see the framework that Microsoft has and say, hey, we can kind of borrow or leverage one another to make the online experience better for everyone, you know. So I mean, it might, like Project Justice said, these are corporations out to make money, okay, but I think also too, these corporations that are profiting from people who are double and triple dipping, they're like, yeah, well, that's units sold. But you know what? I would say if they can take the loss on the units sold, we are in DLC times, okay? They're going to make that up with DLC, you know? But that's just my point. And let me check the chat. I see it's very active right now. Netcode will be so easy to... Playboy, can you make your point while I get ready for the next part? Yeah, guys, I see you talking to Essia, and you're talking poverty boxes. You know what? You're gonna get bankrupt like Wheel of Fortune. All right, go ahead.
Okay. Sure.
Shut up.
But it's you know, I keep going back to what Shinwar said. The exclusive titles will be a thing of the past, because you know it's dumb. It's you know it is it's dumb. And shout out to what you said about Capcom. Their fight system, whatever, it's trash, it's garbage. Okay, they try, you know, they gotta start from somewhere. Capcom, take the L, learn from it, move forward.
Maybe Street Fighter 6 they'll put that roaming profile so you can log on to any system.
Who just called Street Fighter 5 trash when I'm here?
Oh, you know what? We don't even want to start that.
Okay, I was to say it, man.
You want to know why? You want to know why?
If you think it's trash, you're trash. Go ahead.
The game is, you know, I'm not even gonna go there. I'm not even gonna go there.
Anyway,
all right.
Shout out to Street Fighter 5 and Mentat, you know, women of color doing a thing. I saw the preview.
What the heck?
Yeah, Mentat. Yeah, she's doing her thing, man. That's right.
What?
Shout out, Black Girl Magic.
Yeah, I gotta say, Mentat looks awesome.
She looks awesome.
She looks awesome.
Yeah, she looks like a gymnast, like a dancer and stuff.
Her setups with that V-trigger are gonna be insane.
Yes.
You think Ibuki's bad? This is gonna take it to the next level.
Yeah.
And shout out to Capcom for doing a hats off to Stalkers with Mentat and her bandages. Out.
Yeah. Anubis, is it? No.
Yes.
That was pretty awesome.
Well,
so for you whippersnappers that don't know about it,
what the heck is?
Go ahead.
All right, but okay. Now moving on to why this is very pertinent, because we already know that Ono went to E3, and I don't know if he's trying to troll us or something, but he went to the Microsoft conference with the Ono special trolling with the Blanca doll. All right, so we know Street Fighter's not coming to the Xbox in any form. This iteration, right? Now, for some odd reason,
maybe Super Street Fighter 5.
Well, here's the thing with that. Here's the thing,
Alex. Just talk about some Gamescom stuff. Because Gamescom just ended.
Well, here's the thing. I'm setting another show for that because I gotta get caught up with it, because this was the first week that I'm actually running a full-fledged show. So, and I didn't even know you guys were coming. It was just me and Shinwar. But thank you guys for jumping in. I mean, that more support the better. But yeah, now with Ono, you know, showing up and showing the Blanca doll with the freaking Xbox symbol and all that. It's like, what does that mean? That's wishful thinking, but I got rid of that mindset altogether. I accepted the fact that Street Fighter is not coming to Xbox. So it is what it is, Like
I'll tell you this much, Alex. If Super Street Fighter 5 does get announced for Xbox, I will sell my PS4 the next day.
Ew! No, you stay over there.
I'll pre-order the Xbox One X that very day.
Ew!
Why don't you just get it on PC, PJ?
I have it on PC. Trust me.
There you go.
But you need a portable version, and I don't play on laptop. Laptops are for bums.
Wow. Wow. I play on laptops. I'm a bum.
Laptops are for bums.
It's like, what the heck? Alright, so here's my thing.
I love you like a play cousin, PJ.
What?
That was a joke, Alex. Your man love to you.
Okay.
Yo, don't mess with New Gaming Order's Abigail. Coming in on a fire truck. It'll save you from fire, brother. Let me stop. I gotta make my jokes, but check it. But as you see in the chat right now and on the stream, you see Blanca, the Xbox presentation. What does that mean? That's not the only picture that's been floating around on Ono's Twitter, and we're trying to understand why. Why troll us? Because around this time that this picture surfaced, that's when not too long after Street Fighter Ultra became backwards compatible on Xbox One. I would say kind of too little too late. I'm a bit jaded by why it took so long, but what does this mean? What does that mean? Could this be part of the reason why the crossplay thing is becoming such an issue for Microsoft? Because let's say they do a Super Street Fighter 5 where it kind of breaks the contract with Sony, where Street Fighter 5, its iterations will never be on another console. But Super Street Fighter 5, if it's a different IP or a different contract, that could be something, of interest. So I'm going to give Shinwar the floor first, and then we'll bring everybody else in. But Shinwar, your thoughts on this, with this theory, and what this could mean if this is to be a thing?
Well, we all know Ono was at E3 and specifically detailed that Blanca doll in front of the Xbox symbol. Now, obviously, we haven't heard any news, but I think that's a clue. He would not have done that for no reason. There was a reason behind that, and it was everywhere, and people were going nuts then. And obviously, there was no news, so I think that's clue number one. Clue number two, just like you said, with Ultra Street Fighter 4 being backwards compatible, they waited so long. It's all marketing. That was marketing. There was a reason for that. And then, like you said, with the crossplay discussion that they've been aggressively having, and I think Street Fighter is one of the titles that's at the forefront of that. But obviously there would be more games that benefit from that.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think that's at the forefront. Once we get past Capcom Cup, or at the end of Capcom Cup, the rumor is that Super Street Fighter 5 will be announced. And I think that will be the loophole to bring that to Xbox. And obviously Street Fighter 5 alone, they did say that won't come out to any other system. That's cool. But to backdoor that and to get to the loophole, would be
what?
Big Show cut his hair off. But the loophole would be, it would be a completely different title, an IP per se, Super Street Fighter 5.
So instead of a season 3, just a rebranding, and I think that will actually help Street Fighter 5 because it's sold so poorly between two platforms. Get that third ecosystem, that third user base, whether big or small, they have a lot more to gain. And being that the Xbox One X Project Scorpio is so easy to develop for, they could probably port it within days.
But I think that with it calling it Season 3, that Season 3 would be called Super Street Fighter 5, just like Killer Instinct. And then I believe by the time they got to Season 3, it was called like Shadow Lords or something?
Yeah. Kind of like a retelling or restoring or rebranding of that and such. Yeah. I mean, with that, I'm gonna jump around. Project Justice. What are your thoughts on what Sean and I had just put out there for the viewers?
I think it's very necessary that Capcom, because Capcom knows the launch of Street Fighter 5 was really, it was bad because they didn't foresee the casual market being so vocal on features. The game engine itself and the fighting game is, Street Fighter 5 is fantastic. However, rebranding and re-releasing it, not only does it help the image of the game, but a lot of these publishers have to score it. They got to review it and re-release new reviews for the game, since it's basically a new game. So this is going to change the image and the perception. So it would get sales wrapping up again. Instead of being 1.7 million, it could reach 3 million sales with a re-release or rebranding. With new reviews and look at the Steam reviews, for example. They destroyed Street Fighter 5. That would have to be done all over again. New reviews all from every angle. And personally, the whole exclusivities for fighting games is the most retarded thing on this planet.
Amen. Thank you.
Fighting games are based on their community, and you're dividing the community. No.
Yeah.
So let's stop this nonsense, Capcom. Yeah, it helped that Sony, give you some money so you can make it faster. You know what? Make another DLC pack for Street Fighter 4, sit on it another year, and then release Street Fighter 5. You didn't need to release Street Fighter 5 so fast. It's ridiculous. You should have been on all consoles, and
Sony had that deal. It helped
all three. Street Fighter 5 should have been on Xbox, PS4, and PC. And it should have been cross-play across all three systems.
Yeah, but you know what? Honestly, I was saying this on the New Gaming Order Facebook page. Sony makes those deals where, like, for instance, Fist of the North Star, a new game is coming out that's exclusive to PlayStation 4. That sucks. That freaking sucks.
I don't mind single-player exclusivities. It's gonna happen. But when it comes to
but I want to play it though.
They're based on the community. No community. It's garbage. Look at KOF 13 was it? 13 was so damn good. You went online and it was a freaking ghost town. I would get on it to try and get good at it. I would get on it. I would wait 20 minutes for a match. How am I going to be interested in playing KOF when nobody's playing it? It's all about community.
Yeah, that should not have been.
It should never happen. When it comes to other genres, I can give a crap if it's exclusive or not. It's not dependent on the community. This fighting games, you're gonna play the CPU. Like, really, who has fun playing the CPU? All those people asking for the arcade mode are full of shit. I'm sorry, I don't know if you're supposed to curse or not.
Nah, this is New Gaming Order. We don't care.
Okay, they're gonna play the arcade mode one time or whenever the character comes out they like to see the ending, and that's it. That's it. It's trash. You play fighting games to play people.
Yes, yes. No matter what system you're on.
You need community. You don't divide a community. It's just stupid.
And you know what? Like games like Guilty Gear could definitely benefit from that. Like XR, like I would love to see that on the Xbox system. And this way we could get On Your Knees back on the fighting game forefront because he was a formidable fighter in freaking Guilty Gear.
Look at you're right about that. If you look at the numbers on any event that has KI, KI is like at the bottom. It has like 300 people, 200 people.
Yeah, because it's only one system.
It's only one system. Fighting.
But then again, what about Smash Brothers though? Like Smash is only on Nintendo.
Smash has years, man. That's like years. That took years for that to happen. Yeah. That's not something that happened overnight.
Yeah, this is true. Well, wait. Who said I don't play anime games? You don't. Somebody. Essia. You just don't know. I play Guilty Gear. Me and On Your Knees used to have wars in that game.
Guilty Gear is fun.
Yeah, this is a great game. Like honestly, I never told On Your Knees this, but he gave me the hardest time in that game when he was using Kai. Like I would always, when I see him pick Kai, I was like, fuck. Like I have a problem, and I had to play at a level where I'm like, I gotta either play lame or I gotta rush him down with Chip.
Is that why you never fixed my stick, Alex?
Yeah, that's a big reason.
Sabotage.
You Mitch, you put me on blast on the show. And you know what? I got the micro switch to fix the stick.
Again? Hold up now, wait.
Yo, a quick question.
Yeah, I used to use Pokemon too. Like I used to.
Fighters. Who's getting DVD fighters?
Everybody. Come on now.
I'm not getting Marvel. I'm not even looking at that.
Stop playing. Stop playing. You know you're gonna get Marvel.
Marvel looks like complete trash.
Don't say that. Don't say that.
It does.
No, I have to disagree with you on that one because the videos that Shinwar sent me today of the gameplay stuff, it's going to be a fun game. It's gonna have 6 months. It's gonna have 6 months of my attention. Then Dragon Ball comes out. Now I'm switching to Dragon Ball. That's it. But in the meantime, don't say it's gonna be trash.
I don't know, man.
Are those
the
games
graphics.
They gave you gas.
I don't know. It looks terrible.
What the heck?
Alright, let's get back to the topic. Come on, Alex.
Yeah. So, Marvel. Hopefully, we know it's not gonna have crossplay. I mean, that would be great if that were the case. But in the end, to kind of wrap this thing up, what would be? Everybody's gonna get a chance to put their final statement on this, but I'm gonna go first. This is a time to enhance the experience of gaming. We're going into VR. We're going into accessibility era. Sony, stop being you're the last holdout for this crossplay. And for anybody that's condoning Sony for doing this, you guys are all freaking morons because you don't truly understand what it is to have an embracing community. Anytime I go to motorcycle reference, no matter where I go, whether I ride upstate New York, Connecticut, or PA, the fact that I have a motorcycle and can actually get into a group and ride, it doesn't matter where I come from, what group or what rides or what communities in terms of what motorcycle clubs they belong to, the fact that we could just all enjoy the passion together. That's what needs to come into the video game industry. And all these people are like, yeah, like this whole immature stuff where, hey, if you really want to see, where the gap in skill, like from first-person shooters on PlayStation as opposed to Xbox, or fighting games as on Xbox and PSN, I want to see some statistics and how this would really work. I think that, yeah. But I'm telling you, when this happens, when Sony stops having the ostrich up there behind and break down that digital wall, I'm telling you, we're going to usher in a new era of gaming and an exciting experience. Because honestly, if I'm playing Call of Duty with my Xbox friends going against PlayStation guys and we murk them, I'm going to be freaking happy. I'm going to be doing backflips and doing videos on YouTube bragging about it. I want that. And if I lose, I lose. But I'm looking forward for that day. Having your squads to go against this, digital console war. Let the console war be fought on the digital playground. That's my, rant. Playboy, your final thoughts before we shut this down.
Yes. Like all of you, I agree. This should be on all 4 platforms. We cannot exclude Nintendo, even though I want to see them burn and die a fiery death.
What?
Yeah, the Switch is awesome. You don't know what you're talking about.
PJ, once again, let's do this.
I have my Switch and I love it. And I'm gonna take it. And then next month when I go on Dominican Republic from a vacation, I'm taking it with me.
Are we doing this today?
I do it any day, baby.
Are we doing
Oh, you guys is too much. But continue, Playboy, and then we're gonna wrap up.
It should be. You guys, the thesis of your argument is sound and correct. We should all be playing all these fighting games together. It'll be better. It'll be great for the tournament community, for esports, for gaming in general.
Yeah.
But yes, this paywall. It's a paywall. Let's put it this way. It's a paywall.
Yeah, the PC you can do it for free. That's why a lot of games, like I was trying to tell Shinwar earlier, let's do Dragon Ball Xenoverse on PC. He's like, it's free though, and you can mod it. I'm just saying.
Well, who's Shinwar?
All right, but Playboy, were you done?
Yeah, I'm done.
All right, on your knees. Final word on this crossplay thing. Microsoft is trying to aggressively seek it. They already are doing crossplay with Nintendo. Sony is the holdout. I mean, your final thoughts before we shut down.
I'd like to pose a quick question. Maybe you guys know when Microsoft denied Sony last time, was Microsoft in the lead in the console war when that happened?
No.
Oh, okay. Well, they're not in the lead now, which is why I think they're probably trying to go for it. And their Windows 10 plans aren't panning out as well as they thought they were. So I think karma's a little bit of a bitch in this case. But,
of course.
But yeah, I hate to be agreeing with everyone else before, but it would be better for everybody if there was crossplay. Just because it makes the games more worthwhile. You know, if your console only has 20 people in a game, you know, you're most likely not going to buy the other console or the other game for the console if you already have it for one to play with other people on that platform.
Yeah.
So it's a way to extend the longevity on the games. So it is a good thing. I don't think it'll ever happen. At least not first-party games anyway, or certain games like Capcom likes to put out with they get paid for the exclusivity, but whatever.
True. All right. Thank you for your point, brother. Project Justice, the final word on the crossplay.
I hope it does happen because you have a really nice point when it comes to console versus console wars on the digital playground.
Yeah.
You can get COD group of guys on PlayStation and Xbox to go at it, and it'll be like a nice rivalry thing going. It kind of reminds me of I have Splatoon 2 on Switch.
Yeah, I heard that game is great.
It's fantastic.
Yeah.
And Nintendo had an event called Ketchup or Mayo. So you pick a side, and then when you start playing during this event, you always spawn with the ketchup people, and you fought the mayo people. So it was a little bit more than just a color battle. It was like ketchup is better, mayo is better. So it was fun. So it added to the experience of it. So I can see like what you said earlier, it being a PlayStation versus Xbox, rivalry, and it makes it more fun, more interesting.
Okay, cool. Last but not least, Mr. Geeking Out, Shinwo. Final thoughts on the crossplay topic. Anything that you might have missed, or we're just gonna do a wrap up.
No, I just hope that one day, it may not be every game, but
you have a dream that someday,
what? Yeah, someday that there'll be games that, but it's the games that only have online
multiplex. Yeah,
so that's only where it really comes into play. So if there's a big enough demand and they want to have it, hopefully they'll implement it. That's all.
And shout out to the 54th anniversary of the March on Washington on this date, August 28, 1963.
Amen. All right, so I want to give a shameless plug to Fighting Gamers United. They're a cool Facebook page. Shinwar and I are a part of it. I'm actually having that in the background. Jared Williams actually reached out to me earlier today to kind of spread the word. So I put the link in that Facebook page so that some of their viewers or users can probably check us out. They are a community group that does retro fighting game parties and link ups and whatnot. So Shinwar, did you have any info on the group? Because maybe you can tell the group a little more about them.
Yeah, I noticed I was in one of the Street Fighter 5 groups, and before I knew it, I was sent an invite from Jared to join, and I said, let's see what it's about. And then I accepted it, and then I sent you and Noop an invite, and guys seem cool, So it's like, any other group, they community, they get together and they play, and that's pretty much it.
All right, cool. So I have to say, God is at work. I didn't know that the show would turn out so great. We're having, returning staff. We're going to get everything back on the routine. I want to thank NYC Playboy, Project Justice, On Your Knees, and last but not least, Shinwar, who came through in the clutch. Like I said, I want you to rate, comment, and subscribe. Check us out on NewGamingOrder.com for the latest and greatest. Make sure you check out Geeking Out and Thumb Thrasher Gaming. Their logos are prominently featured with New Gaming Order. All right. And I will let you know, we're going to aim for next Monday to have another show, podcast-wise, Again, I want to thank everybody. I want to thank Essia for participating in the chat. I want to thank you all for watching. We're gonna hit you with the head crush. If anybody wants to say a final farewell to the audience, you can do so, or I'm gonna cut this sucker off.
Okay. All right. And a one point of contention, Alex.
What?
Stop, for the love of God, wearing those extra medium ass shirts, man.
What?
Get clothes that fit you.
Sounds like somebody's jealous. Somebody has muscles, and somebody doesn't have muscles.
That's only because Alex is on that. Alex is on that military shit. They feed him in the MREs. That's what he's.
Shut up! Shut up!
Motherfucker, I'm sorry for you. Alex is short and round, look like a milk dud.
Alex is in pretty good shape. I seen those pictures, man.
Yeah, I'm trying to get like Project Justice. That's Abigail over here, yo. Hitting people with the juggernaut punch.
So y'all part of the big swole club, man. Y'all need extra medium.
Wait, you know what, PJ? Me and Shinwa well, actually, I was making jokes, but Shinwa was laughing at me. You need to cosplay as Abigail for Comic-Con, bro.
I'm not that big. Abigail's like retarded.
Nah, bro. I'm telling you, you can get away with it. Yo, the Dominican Abigail, yo, run around.
Oh, hey, Alex, hey, yo, Alex, you know what? Fuck you, Alex, for making my goddamn cosplays. Fuck you. Oh, you got some hooker boots on. Fuck you, motherfucker.
Yo, he dressed up like Zazamel from Soul Calibur and stuff, and he had the boots past his thighs, yo. Like, what? Yo,
you trying like Cervantes?
Yo, let me stop.
Yeah, and I had a good time at BlurCon.
Yo, who was that chick dressed up as Katana, yo? What?
With all them titties? Man.
Wow, you know what?
Yeah.
Wait. Let's keep it PG. You know what's good. I'm not even gonna say it. Dad.
I wanna say it. With all them titties? Yeah, man.
Wow. You know what? No comment.
Yo, you should see the Scorpion cosplayer, man. She God.
You know what? Shout out to the chicks that can actually do male cosplay characters but make it their own, you know?
Yo, what's up with that dude in the cameo?
What the heck is
Oh my god, that was terrible.
Oh, I thought you were like giving depth to that.
No,
like,
don't. I don't know why guys want to be women. I don't get that, man. It's so demasculated. Why are guys so demasculated these days, man? I want to see that shit.
I can't, yo. I can't. Alright, NewGamingOrder. We're out. We'll see y'all later. Peace.
My next